Today
rising,
is
brothers and
estate.
Yeah, Grand Rising.
Thank you.
grand rising. All right. Thank you so much for joining us today. And it is our native teachings workshop where we are enlightening our brothers and sisters. As you know, this is a 6 week project, and today is the day we have the Secretary of State, Nana Chanel. She is the tutor for today, and she will tell you the subject matter that she will be tackling. Any questions you have, we ask you to hold them until she is finished with her presentation. She's very interactive. At this appropriate time, I turn it over to Nana Chanel, Madam Secretary. Thank you so much. The floor is yours.
Thank you, everyone. And I'm trying to do a share screen. Wait.
It's still there already. Just let me know when you're ready to put it up.
I'm
Are you? You
I'm
could
ready
also
to put it up now.
okay. Your screen.
All righty. So we're doing a
is-
share screen. This class today is the estate with the estate. Table of contents. We're gonna go back. I'm gonna scroll on through to the first section, which is definitions. You may want to take notes. Not sure how far we'll get in this class, but whatever we don't finish on here, we'll finish it the next class. So we have 7 definitions of page: adjourned, to put off, defer, postponed. If you don't have to take notes, I'm gonna send this to each and every one of you in the class. Is everyone available on WhatsApp? Yes,
Should
no?
hope so.
Yes.
Yes, 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 yes.
We're all available on WhatsApp. If not, I'll just get the numbers from Ruskadites and we'll go through them. So I'm just gonna read through briefly, or you guys can help me read through briefly. Can you guys see the screen?
Madam Secretary,
Can
I'm
everyone
saying
see
Zoom
the
it up a
screen?
bit. Zoom it. Enlarge it a bit.
Mm.
uh, it is enlarged to the fullest. Hold on. I was just saying that, Madam Secretary, once you put it in the Kemetic teachings, everyone get access to it. Can everybody see it better now?
What everybody would have to do is enlarge it by using your own phone if you're using a phone. I don't know if you have a laptop, you could also enlarge it that way. And you'll probably be able to see it better, but you won't have access to every other thing, but you'll definitely get to see it.
Okay. All right. So first we have the first list is 7 words. We have adjourned, arrogated, chattel, constructive trust. This one's very important. A trust raised by construction of law, which means other parties who have equity in the property to enjoy the benefits of the estate should the person appointed violate the rights of the estate. Decedent, a deceased person. Estate, which is what we're working on. This includes property, real and personal, describes the corpus, in fortune and riches. Corpus, a collection of written texts or spoken material on a particular subject. Anatomy, the main or mass of a structure. Next set, possession, a special executor, he to whom another commits by will the execution of his last will and testament. General executor, executor, the son tort, foreign, infant. So I'm speeding through this because it's a lot to go over. And I'm going to send each and every one of you this particular slide, the whole thing. So you can go over it later during the week. 14 to 21. Majority, adolescents, minority, minor, occupant, occupancy, office, province. Now we have the definitions of these words, correct? Next set, register or registrar. That's the person authorized by law to keep record. Probate, the act or process of proving a will. Warrant, an officer that is commissioned to seize an enemy to secure exempt to privilege. Will, wish, testament, covenant, a binding agreement, dispensation, codicil, a supplement that explains, modifies, or revokes a will. Holographic will, one that is entirely written, dated, and signed by the hand of the testator himself. Now, the important part. Get into the estate name. Your name, your estate name is the name that is written on the birth certificate. It should only be written in all caps. So if your estate is Chanel Gordon Estate, it should be all caps, Chanel Gordon Estate. If there's a part of your name that is not listed on the birth certificate, do not include it as the estate name. So your estate should be written like the example here. So all of you should already have a EIN for your estate. Anyone that doesn't have the EIN for the estate, I suggest you do it during the week because you can't do it on weekends. And again, when you do your EIN for your estate, it should be the name caps. General information about the estate. A, creation of the estate. An office for an estate was created when you were born because your body is an estate by way of your name written in all caps on the birth certificate. The all caps name is an incorporated association because you are the decedent. Your body is private property. When a birth occurs, the mother is coerced into signing the birth certificate as a trustee. The birth certificate refers to her as the informant. And if your father's name is the second informant, you are the grantor. If you or some family member does not assume the role of executor, agents of the government will. A trust can only exist if there is already an estate in existence. Never use a social security card as identification. Was someone saying something?
Repeat that last sentence.
Okay. Never use your social security card as identification. The location of the probated will is the file number on the certificate of live birth. Were you saying something else? Okay. The estate resides at the file number, but the estate is you. And what is probated is the will of the testator, the deceased. The will is your desires. The executor mind acts on behalf of the will for the decedent's estate. The will is your heart's desire. Your estate is your body. The probate will is restricted to the file number. It cannot move anywhere else. However, your body can move about. Therefore, the certificate of live birth cannot be the estate. The estate is not probated. Will is. If the name on the birth certificate is in all caps, has a bond number on it, or if the country where you were born belongs to the IMF, there's a good chance there's a probated will on record. And of course, all our everywhere, most all of us on here should be from a country that belongs to the IMF. The birth certificate is proof of a probated will. Remember, you cannot have a trust, social security number without an estate. If you have a trust, a social security number, you have to have an estate. You should refer to your estate as your estate or my estate. The all caps name is foreign to the US and the States. Now I'm going to scroll back down to next section. This is basic information. And again, I'm scrolling through because we can get to the better section faster. And all this information is going to be given to you to read over. Because by the end of the class, I expect for everyone to at least begin setting up their estate. We're going to scroll past the post office. Which that is it, not because I'm scrolling through. I need you guys to read this because it is very valuable information still. Okay. Notify everyone of your change of mailing location. Now, if we're using our home addresses still on our estates, our trusts, I suggest you guys get a mailbox or at least a virtual mailbox. Because by keeping yourself, by keeping your address in the system, you're keeping yourself in the jurisdiction. So to get yourself out of the jurisdiction, you want to get a virtual mailbox or a separate mailbox somewhere, or start using in care of or rural routes. Naming accounts. Anything that has a number on it is an account. It is important that you register your items to the estate. Anything that you have with an account number should be registered to your estate. Did you ask a question? You're changing the ownership of these items, whatever they are, you're taking it out of the public and putting it into the private. So anything you have of value, you want to give power of attorney to yourself, doing that from the strawman name to your beneficiary name. And we all should know how to do our beneficiary names by now. You take that claim back by overruling that, and you disintegrate that claim because they are all legal fictions. You are not. own nothing and control everything is the way of the corporations. The custodian, the owner, the occupant of that office, and that is a breathing being, a man or a woman. And you are the only one that can possess anything all these fictions cannot. They have only served you with notices. They're not making any claims. Claims have to be proven. The trustee and creditors cannot make claims, not the debtors. I'm sorry, the trustee and creditors can make claims, not the debtors. They are the debtors. We can own and possess property. However, we are just the stewards, custodians, for all belongs to God. Whatever claim you're making, it goes to their highest legal. I keep hearing us, but I'm not understanding what you're saying. What you're making, it goes to their highest legal office, such as water being turned off. Claim the account and then send that information to the legal department of the utility company and order them to turn the service back on and send the check. Registered mail receipt PS Form 3806 is the only form that the United States Post Office, and that is who produces and who deals with it. This is the only one that is a NCR carbon copy as far as regular mail certified and registered. On the certified mail, they put these receipts in their machine. It is a light green color, official use. The city and zip code of the destination are printed in there by the machine. You cannot put anything on the certified one. How to respond to inquiries about the estate. If anyone asks questions about your estate, say, I cannot answer that. It is a private estate, and I'm duly bound to non-disclosure concerning the business of the estate. The registrar is the probate court, according to Beauvoir's Law Dictionary. The seal on the birth certificate is factual evidence that the estate has been probated. So, abandoned paperwork. Right now, we're all considered abandoned paperwork because we have not claimed our estate. The executor letter. The executor letter must be on a legal size paper, not the 8.5 by 11. You need the 8.5 by 14, and it must be printed on this size paper. No extensions, and best if printed on a color laser printer. We use blue ink because it is royal law. Black ink is used in commerce, and it is dead and without life. Type the executor letter using Times New Roman 12-point font. Fact is not the way to succeed with this. Accuracy in doing the letter and sending of it is the way to success. There is no need to include a zip code because, once again, the zip code keeps you in jurisdiction. Zip codes is a letter to them if it involves government or commerce. Government controls commerce. When you receive written correspondence addressed to the all caps name, it is addressing the estate. Anytime anyone is addressing the estate and attempting to take anything from the estate, the issue is trespass. The only response to written correspondence, abandoned paperwork, for example, addressed to the estate is to reply with the executor letter to which you attach. Do not staple. You do not put any staples in your executor letters. You paperclip everything. Paperclip to every document that has been abandoned on the issue. Executor letter puts them on notice that you are aware of the estate and now occupy the executor office. The recipient of the executor letter has 3 days to act on it after receipt. The executor letter is private, not public, nor commercial. It is not recorded anywhere. Executors do not have liability as they are only the signatories for the estate. Estates are in law. Everything else is fiction. More on the executive letter. When replying, make no demands except for their authority or to administrate the estate. Their authority comes from the POA, which is power of attorney, warrant of some other instrument from the executor to them. If you did not give it, they cannot have it. The executor office operates with no limitation of time, subject matter, or authority. The executor office can undo any defects done to the estate. It is a duty to correct errors. This letter is about making peace. Now, when you send your executor letter, each one can be mailed certified by putting another certified mail sticker below the original one on the copy of the original executor letter. Copy to Office of Governor, Office of Power of Attorney General. So these are two people that we're specifically that we're going to be sending our executor letter to. I believe there's more further down. It tells you. Can we still see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Question, please. Okay, I know you're saying letters.
Go
Are
ahead.
we
Go ahead.
using letter? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Are we sending them notices or letters?
The estate is gonna be a letter. Actually, it is a notice. Technically, it's a notice. It's not a dear so and so letter. So yeah, it is a notice. Are you guys still seeing my screen? I believe I was on page 42. Is everyone still seeing my screen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Honey? Honey, you're snoring. Where's your sends of copies? There you go. So we're going to be sending the executive letter to the Secretary of State, the Governor, the Attorney General, the State Attorney, General is the chief counsel for the state and the state agencies. When the executive completed, signed, and notarized, scan and print color copies, remember it's in blue, to send to the following parties by regular U.S. mail. We're not going to put the little 2-cent stamps on this and turn this into any kind of money-making thing for them. So you send it to the governor because he is over the insurance commissioner. You send it to the attorney general in your birth state because he is ultimately over all of the corporations, trusts, and estates of the state. And if you are a citizen of the United States by naturalization, you send it to the attorney general as well. You send it to the governor, attorney general in the state in which the action is taking place, where you live. You send a copy of the letter to the Secretary of State in your state so that if the entity who sent you the abandoned paperwork is not registered to do business in your state, that fact may come to the attention of the Attorney General. Use of the executive letter in specific situations. General and response to mail addressed to the estate regarding a court case in the state. Change everything that is property of the estate to general post office. Record the change of mailing location and then send certified copies of it when needed. If a case is moved to a higher court, okay, this is a little bit different. This has to do with sending it to the courthouses. What's this? General in response to mail addressed to the estate regarding a court case. Okay, that's regarding a court case. Use of the executive letter in specific situations. This is the most simplest instructions I could find. Oh, why is no charging? 1 second, let me plug up my thing because it tells me that I'm going to be losing power soon. There you go. Okay. So in case you get a response, the executive letter should be addressed to the attorney who sent the letter, example, the chief counsel of the company or the CFO. Addressing the executive letter in response to a collection letter. Okay, so sometimes you may get a collection letter from your estate, or you may get a collection letter regarding your estate, things that you put in your estate. So you can send it an executor letter addressed to the attorney or whoever sent it to you. And in case you get anything from the IRS regarding your executor letter, there's also an address listed to respond and a person to respond to. Whenever you send anything to you with your executor letter, you don't want to send it to a PO box, and you don't want to just send it to a company. You want to send it to a specific person within that company. Sometimes you'll get letters. Say you get a letter from the light company, the electric company. They would not give you a person or an address to respond to. They'll tell you that they'll give you a PO box. PO box has lockbox funding, and what that means is the lockbox things that go to a lockbox does not go to a specific person. and they don't have to respond to it. So, in order to find out who things go to, you have to look up their annual filings on the SEC website or last10k.com. And that's an annual report. The annual report has the name of the person that everything goes to, along with a street address and a live telephone number where you can call them back and you can say, hey, I sent you a security this date and that date. Did you receive it? Or I sent you my executive letter this date, this date. Did you receive it? And there's always someone to speak to on the other at the end of that line, because that's what they present us, and that's what we need to be using.
Question, is there a template that exists as to how we write these letters or notices to these people?
Yes. I'm gonna be sending that information as well. But
Thank
it might
you.
be one and I think there's one in here.
Okay. Gracias.
Mm-hmm. And this has an example of a response to the Oregon State Department of Revenue. You're going to be sending into your state department. So you got to look up the Department of Revenue in your state where you live. Because apparently the person that wrote this book is probably from Oregon.
We have to make sure that they on there and receive it, or do we keep proof that we sent it to that person just for our records? How, when we do that, how do we do that?
The way to keep proof is to send it by registered mail or certified mail, because someone has to sign for it. Certified mail is fine. Regular mail or certified mail is fine.
Okay.
But usually they receive it as long as you put a name on there and a physical address, not a PO box.
What about if you live in the UK? You don't send it to the addresses what are on the screen here if you live in the UK, is that right?
No. You have to send it to your governor in the UK, your Secretary of State, etc. Okay. Some examples. Let's see. Thought this had examples. Let me see if I can find. I have to go back and find an example somewhere else. But I'll be sending this to everyone online. I should send it. What's the name of this? Rascalites, are you still online?
I'm still here.
Okay. Is everyone here in the class on the NIGAS website? And the NIGAS
Kemet. That's the classroom
Ke-
for institution. Once you
oh,
put
I'm not on
Kemet,
there.
yes, you are.
I am.
Yes. Nyan-Ko-Pong, Kemet teachings. Let me go for it and
Can,
find it.
can you repeat that question, please? You broke up. You repeat the question. You broke up.
Hold on, Danny. You're in the Nyan-Ko-Pong Kemet teaching class. You're not in that?
I'm not on it. No.
All right, hold on. Let me fix that immediately. Because it's surprising you're not in there. You're a teacher. It's supposed to. All right, hold on. Okay. All right. Hold on. Who is snoring? Who is snoring?
If you send me some, oh, babe, you're snoring again.
Oh God, he's tired.
Sorry.
Tired man. All right, then. We're soon
And you're
finished. Just
sleeping in your glasses.
we're soon finished.
Babe, you're sleeping in your glasses.
All right. Accept that now. You're in the group right now.
Okay.
You see it?
Yes.
All right. You do anything you want to do, right?
I'm sorry, babe.
It's okay.
I drifted off.
Okay, there you go.
All right. So I just sent it. Oh wait, what's it cannot send?
What are you sending to the class?
The estate thing that we just went over.
All right, hold on. Let me see. You're added to the group. I don't know why you can't paste it. Or you want to send it to me
Okay,
and
I
I'll.
sent it to you. I sent it to you.
Okay, I'm waiting for it. I got it. I got
Okay.
it. All right,
So I want to send it to.
hold on. I'm putting in the class right now.
All right.
Yeah, hold on. Let me confirm. All right, good. Yes, it's in the class right now, brothers and sisters. The S8 PDF. Well, this is like a 7 or 8 section, so it need breakdown. You've just breaking down the first part of it. I'll go
Actually,
through
I
it.
skipped a few sections.
Okay. So I would recommend that this will be pertaining to your EIN and setting up an estate. So this is the walkthrough as to when you get your EIN now, the EIN. This you will walk through to know the next procedure as far as what the state entails, how to set up the beneficiary and so forth. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I will dissect it
And
more.
Karim, you the stamp things. I put them in the Nyan-Ko-Pong American because I couldn't find your name on there. So just go on there and get that.
Yeah, I'm seeing.
Okay, Nana.
So this is just telling you where to send your executor letter to. Basically, and everyone here should already have an EIN for their trust.
Crystal is
And remember,
working
you're
on
going to
it.
be using all caps. Okay.
Yeah,
I,
Crystal
I
and
don't have
Danny.
one. I don't have an EIN.
Yeah, Danny has to work out that. I gave you the form, Danny,
Oh,
but
okay.
in the UK,
You
it is
can,
not
you
no.
can. Oh,
Go ahead.
Danny's in the UK.
Yeah, that's why Lorna, um, Danny, you are in the England group, Nyan-Ko-Pong England group.
You say you gave me a form in there.
Yes, you're gonna be. Hold on, just a minute, my brother. You are being officially added to the England group right now. Okay.
So is Lorna gonna be working with him?
Lorna has some of the details from the UK side that relates to what we're doing in the US. What they've done is they've given it different naming. So we, if we go and look for EIN in the UK jurisdiction, you won't see it in that capacity. It has a different name. Danny, I just put you with Lorna. Lorna is going to. I'm gonna have her explain to you the form and send it to you the form that you need to pull out to get that trust set up.
All right,
Did you see
I'll
that?
look at it when the class.
All right. I just
All right.
accept for the group, and then we can move forward when we're talking. At that time, you have Lorna, Janet, you have High Chief Gary from the UK, all of them. This is your English group that is supposed to assist you with all of your paperwork when we recommend that you get that assistance.
Point of interest.
Hold on. William, I don't have my EIN on my YouTube link. You don't have an EIN, but you got all the information that informs you how to approach your EIN. And I think I had spoken to you already. You tell me that you have not one but two EIN number. This is Mr. Taylor, right? Or this is William. William different from Taylor. No man, I just said. Okay, carry on. You were saying.
No, I had a
Hold on.
question.
Okay, I just put another. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Um,
Go ahead with
okay,
your
thank
question.
you. Yeah, is there like a template or like a sample of how to construct the trust?
Yes,
I mean, because I did get
yes. I'm putting.
I got two EIN number. I plan on doing a regular trust, and I want to do I plan on doing a revocable trust and an irrevocable trust. But just to get a structure as to how to put that together would be helpful.
I just put two print books in the chat. One is Estates for Dummies. So these two books have very simple explanations on how to build your trust and your estates and examples.
Thank you.
No problem. It's a lot of reading, but we have to do our reading and our homework to free ourselves and get from under the tyranny of the corporation. And I chose the
I
shortest one to go over in class.
okay. I'm going
So,
to put in the
um,
class. Go ahead. Go ahead.
go ahead.
I'm going to put in the class how to apply for your EIN number again. Because I think
Oh yeah.
Crystal did not get the
Yes,
pattern.
thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
these are
you.
DEI and the DOT.
and the DOT.
Thank you.
I'm putting a lot of things in the chat so we can move forward when it comes on to how we get things done. Remember, this is the first week, so that is why we have so much challenge going on. It's the first week, but as we get more cemented, you will find out that it's all about just communication. Because once you start to do it, you will see that hey, there's a follow on and the next one and the next one because that's how they set for us to really find out as we go along. Everything is not there, it's a puzzle. And one of the main thing is they're hoping that you get frustrated and give up on taking care of your estate. That's how they win. Hold on. You can go ahead, Nana, until I finish. Put them in. I'm putting in
So
about three.
Tyrone, you need an EIN for your trust. You can use the EIN for the EIN that you have. Actually, no. Even for your DOT, you need an EIN for trust. Because remember when you put the information in on the DOT, you have to put trust. You put trustee. Did you come right, Tyrone? Where's
Was who's
is Tyrone here? Oh, Tyrone's not here.
who is not here?
Tyrone.
No, he's
He
on
left
the
a message saying that. Yeah, he's on the chat.
he's on the YouTube chat, so he did not get into the classroom. I'm putting claim of right
Okay.
templates also inside the classroom for those who haven't done that yet. Some of these things are very important because it don't make sense. We don't claim certain things and we're just pushing forward. We have to do the claim of rights, the age of maturity. After Davis, we have to do those things too. So it's on the exam paper that we give out, but the examples are in the classroom because some of our brothers and sisters are added in the classroom late. You won't see some of the early message. But I think if when I'm adding to them now, you get access to it. You were gonna say something?
Yeah. I wanted to make sure that everyone did the copyright for their name.
Copyright. I haven't reached that part yet. I have a website that I have a website that I go ahead, go ahead.
I don't know who's talking. It wasn't me. Okay, so we need to go on copyrightdepot.com and copyright our name. And when you do it, you put your name in different ways and put all derivatives of. And then you can start putting the copyright sign behind your name.
You said copyright dop.com.
No, copyright, yeah, depot.com. copyright depot.com. It costs $17.75 to copyright your name, and it's valid in the UK as well.
Some of these things that you are echoing, I would advise you just to type them and put them in the room because a lot of things are vital, but they go right over with Ed. So in the
Okay.
classroom, once it's in the classroom, I can make reference, just like what I'm in the classroom doing right now. There's a lot of information in the classroom that is just thrown out there. and a lot of us are not doing them as yet. So I wanted to just emphasize on that.
Why I keep on put space in my something? Hmm?
All right.
Rascal Ice.
Yes.
Rascal Ice. My husband said to tell you he eats.
Tell you what?
He said to tell you that he loved your plates. The
Oh,
ones that I did for you.
yes. Is
He
he has
loves
he
he
got
loves the one with the flag on it.
yeah, has he gotten his yet?
No. He
Two
likes
shall
being a
be.
slave.
Hello, two shall be nailed,
Just
you know.
kidding. No,
Hello,
he just
two
he just he's very new to it, so he's still trying to understand it.
yeah, man. Tell him I appreciate love the fact that he allow you
But
to be your to be yourself. I love
but I think he's coming along.
thank you. Thank him so much, man.
So,
Let's-
Nana Chanel, you are the one that put in the order for the plates, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, I got my numbers and everything, I could get my plates as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, that's a great thing.
yeah, I think it.
We sounded Canadian. Yeah.
Yeah, wait for Crystal get there or to a trouble. People are gonna be asking who you people be. Yeah, don't know,
What
come
state
back.
are you in, Crystal?
New York.
What in where?
New York. Harlem.
Oh, New York. Okay. Okay, okay. New York, New York.
Right, right. I put a few things in the classroom, people. Trust me, whatever you read and you don't understand, please just I mean, save it for the class. That's when you come back, you can say, Ras G, this and that. Putting some after David, all
Yeah,
that.
I need that. I'm glad you put that indigenous thing in there because I needed to give that to Courtney.
Thank you so much. There's a lot. The
Is Courtney
classroom,
here today?
he's online. Online.
Okay.
Just to recap, we need to do our EIN, copyright, our name, and what else? There's something else.
SF 181. That's in there just now, and the FOIA for USCIS. It's a lot of work to catch up on
FOIA.
this. Under under the USCIS website, uscis.gov, and you're gonna scroll down to the bottom, near the bottom, and look for FOIA. You're gonna click on the FOIA. You're gonna check the box for I-94 and other. When you do that, there's going to be a box is going to pop up, and I'm putting this in the chat so you can check the chat and see. Make sure you got it.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to put in the chat. You're going to put your name in 3 different ways, and say, please provide citizenship status of your name in 3 different ways.
Knowing
That's
how
on
to
the
do this is
USCIS website.
knowing to do this is always good, but you would not consider providing this service for us as a business to
It
do it?
is
I
it is our
I
consultant is
could.
there. You can afford it
Okay.
because he does it, but it's upon request.
Okay.
All right.
You'll be hearing from me.
Oh, yeah. I want thing, Crystal or you will be hearing from love that info. Love
You,
it.
you
Okay.
see the EIN, DOT, and EIN. Is this pertaining to the UK? The one where you just put upload.
Yes, that's some Lana. That's why everything I put in it, you are going to have that as reference points for when we are talking with Sister Lana, and she can say yes, no, maybe so. But I'm giving you all the things that she used in the UK jurisdiction, so you also can apply to
Look like a busy day for me in the library tomorrow morning.
it. Yo, Danny, take your time and look about your estate file. Don't rush it. Yeah.
You can't do it all in one day.
Yes,
It's so
please.
much to do.
I'm begging you, please do not think that you're behind. Just think of it as this as you have started the journey. Because can you imagine people who don't even have one one inclination as to what's going on? Them way behind you. So it's a process. All right.
Because remember,
I'm
there's
trying.
people out there that still have IDs, and they just put them in their purse or in their back wallets, in their wallet in their back pocket, and just think I'm free. But you're really not. There's work to do. This is just the beginning.
A lot of brothers and sisters are just excited about the possibility of being free. They don't want to be free. Because when you tell them
Like
about how you'll have to run across mountain and swim deep seas, they change their mind. No, I rather best stay up on the plantation. So until, go ahead.
that I
Yeah,
support them on say when you get the IDs is the key to open the door.
thank
But when you get inside the door, what you going to do when you get inside there? You still got to learn what to do.
you. You don't know
So it's
nothing.
best that everybody need to kind of do a little bit of reading.
Yes. Do some research for yourself. You know, I have this. I wanted to wait until Monday to drop this gem, but so much gemmed about nowadays, they can't even worry about dropping gem. You have to just drop them like them hot. Do not figure more or less say there's not more gems. Uh, Nana, your time as
Mhm.
climax. I don't know what you want to
Yes.
if you want to say it.
You
You know I
said you
always
were going to put up the instructions for the EIN and DOT. Don't forget that, okay?
yeah. I'll have to get that inside. Hold
Let
on.
me see.
All right. Okay. See if I play this little thing here. I'll either drop them gem here because without these gems, we don't know what really going on. And this is pertaining to all of us as far as looking about our sovereignty. Okay.
How to obtain an allodial title. Part 3. This way, the courts can require the patentee to pay a certain amount at regular intervals until the debt is paid, unless, of course, there is a problem with the validity of the debt itself. You can review a mortgage webinar on iselflawammaster.com to learn about debt validation and using it to wipe away your mortgage payments. Your deed to your property is color of title. In their commercial system, only patents are title, and you can get absolute title via the land patent. Color of title is simply anything that appears to be title but isn't. We must always remember during contracting that our signature is the money, and every fee afterwards is a tax. We pursue an allodial title because sovereigns cannot be taxed nor regulated without our consent. That means 1. Warranty deeds, 2. Trust deeds, 3. Sheriff's deeds, 4. Tax deeds, and even 5. Will are color of title only. Follow for part 4. How to
All right. I thought it was the one that I wanted, but I'll find it in a short while. Evelyn Barringer. There's some more brothers and sisters on YouTube, and we appreciate of the fact that you are taking time to learn about what we're doing, get in contact with us so we can facilitate you and put you in a better standing. We do this because our people need to know the power of the documents and how to use their documents. There is a lot of things that we do not know when it comes on to, you know, just looking about our estate. And I'm trying to do that. Madam, is there anything else you want to say? Is there anything else you want to say, Madam Secretary?
Point of interest.
Yes, carry on.
Okay, I was in motion when you guys were mentioning this, and there was some abbreviations that was being mentioned, FIOA or something like that. Could you repeat that and say what that is, please?
Nana Chanel was doing that.
Yes, I think about submitting your documents to somewhere. Like I said, I was in motion, so I
It's
wasn't
in,
hearing it.
it's in the chat. It's the Freedom of Information Act. I put it in the chat on the USCIS website. You want to go on there and get your FOIA to say that you're not a citizen of the United States, even if you are. And that's going to help you to get your national passport as well as your do not detain order.
What's the name of that website again?
USCIS.gov. It's in the chat.
Okay. It's in the classroom.
It's in, yes,
Thank you.
it's in the chat.
All right, thank you. Thank you. Any more question? I think we have a lot of homework with us still. This weekend supposed to be busy. I'm telling us that we're not going to step it up for next week, you know, and the lurks on the compound and think the class is never easy. So get in contact with Nana
No,
Chanel.
no. We never come to play.
Yeah, boy, then come out whole week. Yeah, some of them are forget left all them book and not even say, "Chum, me done master this third," but me tell them said the second course, what I had to do for this time was allow catch up to happen. So we know that some of our brothers and sisters was up in it, but then some weren't. So by time we reached to the Saturday, everybody get the notification as to where they need to be. Now I'm going to see if the brothers and sisters who came after the first one is going to surpass them. But it's not a challenge.
Can
We'll
you see
make a
my
couple.
tag?
You get your tags, right?
Yes.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Man, telling them up them, I pull you over there. You can't have too much pretty tag, master. I put my word, so I just see it so you know, so yo, and it have a big diplomat on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think I was trying to find this young lady that I posted. Let me see if I find her before I leave you high and dry today. Uh, it is, she sent it to me, and it was very, very instrumental. This girl is from Russia, and I tell her she came over here and she's making the government of the United States Corporation look like a mumu. She has things that people who born here don't have. That's how serious she is. She's not playing.
Exposing the deception.
What is
What's
the
a daughter?
what
Exposing
is
the
what is
deception.
the is the is to find this thing that she has sent to me. Yeah. But if I can find it, I will be getting my hands on it. Wow. I will have to get back to it. I'll find it and share it, but for now, I can't find it. If there's no more question, we shall have you.
We shall have be.
We shall have
We
you.
shall
We
have.
shall.
We shall be.